Greetings, hello, welcome back. I'm Len, and as you can see, we have transformed. We have upgraded from Len the Shoeless to Len the Bucket Warrior. Yeah, you can find the bucket helmet, which is actually quite good. Now, the helmet, in my case, is located over here. On this island, there is a skeleton with a bucket helmet. Just click the bucket helmet and you can use it on your own character. I also have new armors in town. Let's go in town first. As you can see, I've played quite a bit since the last time. Just because I wanted to get the busy work out of the way. So I will probably should buy this thing over here. 50 marigold. Because you have a chance to get more seeds when harvesting, and this will be super important. Well, and I sold all of them at some point to her. I guess you have to buy them back. Ouch, that really hurts for some reason. Okay, now enjoy the farmer's bandana. Oh yeah, I'll enjoy it if it was cheaper. So over here we have more stuff, including the Hardened Steel Claymore. But to be honest, I don't have enough money to buy it, but I would really like to buy it. And as you can see, he has the Knight chest plate and the Knight stuff right now, because I've bought the other stuff. I guess I could buy this. How much armor does my current armor provide me? Is there a cap to this? Because it seems like it's going to be capped. Yeah, it seems like it will be capped. Why is the armor so small? I don't know. Looks like the character model for the armor is much smaller than it should be. Yeah, it seems like there is a maximum amount of armor you can equip. But I guess that's okay, because we have the shield as well. So even without the shield, we can still equip a little more armor. Yeah, the bucket helmet is much stronger than I thought. So yeah, we can buy more things. We can also buy the 250 slot backpack. We have the 151, which is kind of small anyway. Also, I've explored the entire map, so as you can see, there are a few islands. So this is basically the map, the full map, uncovered in the current version of the game. I guess this is a better way. So we have some vendors over here and some vendors over here. They'll offer you armors and runes. You can, as you can see, we have a slot over here in our weapons to apply a rune. And that rune can be more resources, more damage, faster cooldown, I think, and armor pieces can be something like less cooldown or healing over time effects, which can be quite nice. We need to heal a little bit. Let's sit near the fire. But sadly, the progress is super slow. I can barely find enough scrap metal to sustain my really low upgrades as it is right now. I basically had enough to upgrade my tools and, I don't know, buy this armor, and that's about it. So now we have to do some dungeons. The dungeons, as you can see, are highlighted. You just have to find obelisks, whatever they are, and then do the dungeon on the islands. These islands also have the hardened wood. That's a bug. I think. Why is it showing? Anyway, that's a bug. I don't have a ship on land. Probably will go to this one over here next. So let's go and do a dungeon. As you can see, I'm kind of prepared. Usually I put my food on 4 because 4 is very close to the D keyboard. You can see. If you use the keyboard, you understand what I'm trying to say. Also, I have upgrading the watering can because it's going to be necessary for you to do a lot of harvesting and, not harvesting, farming. So remember to water your crops before leaving, have a lot of fruits. At the beginning of the game you can farm a lot of flowers for more money, which is one of the main ways to get more money. Yeah, just sell flowers, you'll be okay. Now that I have that bandana, I can do it. I also have to buy the skite because it makes this a little easier. You can also do it with your sword, but I don't know, you want a little more precision, and I guess you have to buy every weapon at some point, no matter the cost. So yeah, I like the new progression system, but to be honest, there's nothing changed. They barely added any new content, and it's so hard to progress in the game right now. I mean, I was farming for so many hours. It shouldn't be this grindy just to get to the mid game, because that's where we are right now, the mid game. And I'm constantly having my backpack filled with nonsense, so now I would have to deposit, for example, these materials, but I don't feel like it. But if I don't deposit them, if I die, I have to pay too much for my backpack, which will be annoying. Yeah, it's also easier to advance now. I guess I should focus on getting more HP. Well, now we have 85. Why did you do that? That's rude. So keep in mind, before going into a dungeon, you will need to build fires to recover your health, because you rarely find enough fires there, so that means coal, stone and wood. So let's cut down a few more trees, because we need the resources. And this is basically what I'm showing you right now is 5% of the preparation phase. We might also need to build a few bridges in there, so the wood doesn't hurt. We need a... Yeah, let's get at least... No, I think I'll want 80. To build a bridge you need 40 or 50 of this stuff. That's the grass, the fibers, yeah, the fibers. Remember to have enough fibers in your diet. As you can see, I've basically destroyed the entire island to get all of the resources. I think the grass grows back the fastest anyway, but it's also one of the harder ones to get. Maybe the sky can help me with that, I don't know. Because it's just all over the place and you have to go all over the place to get it. Yeah, I guess that's one advantage and disadvantage. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. And there are also some things that will increase your movement speed. There was an adventure set in the city, but I just don't have enough resources or enough time to farm to get them. So I'll probably have to present them in another video. Wait, what? The game is also becoming much more buggy than I remember it. Okay, we're almost ready for our journey. Yes. Okay, dear, you escaped. I also have the second boat, which is much faster than the first one, but also more expensive. And I also had to get a hardwood for it. That's a small storage box, I guess. I can put stuff in there, but I should never forget about it. I'll forget about it 100%. In a way, this reminds me of, you know, that game. I don't want to talk about that game. With the sailing, you know, the Mistlands updates. Valheim, yes, you know. Also try to go on an island and clear up all of the vegetation, the trees, everything, kill some deer, because it will give you a lot of experience. And right now, leveling up is much more tedious than before, because, well, you need a lot of level ups. I'll make a fire in the cave, I'm not worried about that. I guess the distance to each of these is pretty equal. By the way, you can also go into the dungeons through the cave system. The cave system is a mess. You can basically go from this island to this island using a cave, or you can visit any island you see over here with a cave system, but why would you do that? It's so much slower than sailing and also more dangerous. Oh yeah, and the barrels give you a lot of bananas now. You'll become a monkey. It's driving me bananas just getting all of that bananas instead of, you know, the very, very useful scrap. Also get all of the flowers and, like I said, the food, because you can either sell it or use it later. I sold a lot of lavender. And like I keep saying, you will need much more money right now because you have a lot of things to buy. Including armor, runes, backpacks. I guess it's not so bad that there is a maximum armor limit, but I don't know. It's kind of pointless to buy all of the armors now, because you'll never reach that. Well, I guess you'll have to buy the basic armors for the HP bonus, and then you can just branch out to either the healing or the lower cooldown or the movement speed or the jumping cooldown reduction. By the way, let me show you a lot of tips. So if there is a barrel in the sea, you can just push it to the shore, seashells by the seashore, and then destroy it. Okay, so inside we'll need a few things. Might as well go and eat before, because you might need that slot. So fully heal, get a torch, get the shield. Let's equip my hammer. I like the hammer a lot more, because basically with all of the hammer's special attacks, you can kill the enemies pretty fast, unless there is a horde. If there is a horde, you have to take the sword out. Or if there is a boss, I'm not sure. They said they redesigned some of the bosses. I hope we'll not fight the boss now. I don't feel prepared. Oh, these guys look so scary in the artwork. Too bad they're not scary in the real game. Okay, let's switch to the hammer and the shield. See why I like the hammer. The basic attacks are super weak with the hammer, but special ones are so strong. But sadly we'll need a torch as well, because I want to get all of the money in this place. Why? Well, simply because you don't have money now. That's bread and fibers. So you can look at the map if you want, but the dungeon maps don't have maps. Only the caves that connect the entire playable areas will have maps for you. Yeah, let's not step on that. Yeah, the hammer is better, but sadly sometimes you just need the AoE and the precision. Huh? Yeah, and this is basically the same map as I remember it. They didn't change anything to the dungeon itself. Oh, he's on the upper floor. It would be nice to sleep here. Okay, let's go through the dungeon a little faster, since I don't want to be stuck here for a long time. Yeah, that makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? Oh, here we go again. Yeah, but after the skills of the hammer are on cooldown, you might as well swap. Yeah, I don't like this part. And you know what I don't like is the infinite spawns. You don't have enough time to even look at stuff. Oh yeah, I cannot build in this dungeon. I forgot about this. Did anyone see any braziers around here? I need to heal. Ouch, you little devil. That's a chest, I think that's a chest. We really need to get all of the chests. Come on, die already. Oh, it's a massive spawn over there. I guess we'll have to go and handle it. And I want to use the bread for cooking. What? What was that? Okay, we are progressing. I'm not feeling safe with this area. So wait, can I not go to the west? Probably not. Okay, we cannot go to the west. Forget about the coal, it doesn't really matter. I'll have to farm that off camera. I don't want to juggle my slots anymore. I just want to play the game. I've been farming for so long, I just want to do fighting. I don't like it when we are near the edge like that. I mean, the dungeons are a lot more interesting right now and more rewarding than before, but at the same time, it's meh. Extra grinding for this. Oh, and that's it? That's the entire dungeon, really? But I thought this would be a normal dungeon where you have to kill something at the end. No, I have to find the right pathway. There has to be another pathway. Oh. How did I miss this? Well... probably because it's so big. I guess it's designed to not let you just rush through the dungeon, but no one would rush through the dungeon. Those guys kill me a lot of times. They killed me a lot of times in the previous version of the game. You are making steady progress. I also don't understand why some of these rooms lead nowhere. I thought they would have fixed this by now. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little thingy. Okay, we can go over here, and I think this is the only brazier for a very, very long time. Oh, we could have jumped from there. Well, yeah, we know. What's that? I guess it's nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with the big guys. They have so many attacks, they'll just kill you with their patience. That's a bit cruel. Okay, this is more stressful than I remember it. We have we have a lot of steak, a lot of venison for this adventure. I hope we don't use it all. I'm destroying them because I'm not sure how long we need to wait here. By the way, you can play Mario with them. I've died too many times to those guys to just let them wander around like that. Peekaboo. We came here fully supplied. I'm not sure what to say about these traps. I don't really like them. Yeah, I think I got 1 coin. Okay, let's take a moment to breathe, relax. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's not so bad. But you really don't want to spend a lot of time fighting them. Because right now I think it's a little harder to see when you are getting hit by the enemies, so don't mess around. Sometimes you'll get hit 2 times or 3 times and not even know it. I guess I might have been over-prepared for this fight. But that's okay, that's the right way to do it. Over-farm so the rest of the game is easy and then complain about it. No, I'm joking. The game is actually pretty hard for what it is right now. Because you don't have a lot of ways to increase your power unless you farm. And farming is not so fun. And that's the entire rewards for this dungeon, which is basically nothing. Is something happening? Doesn't seem like something is happening, so let's go out. Let's go away. I guess it's supposed to make things much worse going outside of the dungeon, but I really don't see any point to this. Remember, if you die, you lose your entire backpack, and you probably don't want to waste any of your resources or pay gold to recover your backpack. Actually can damage them. I barely found stuff in here. I think I'm too heavy with the shield or something. No, it's just the perspective that will get you killed. This just makes things more annoying. Well, interesting, but again, that only makes it harder for you to escape, so I don't agree with mechanics that just makes life harder for the player for no reason. Finish the dungeon, what's my reward? Well, your reward is getting out alive. Okay, so this was basically our first dungeon, because this one is a lot harder than the other one, and this time you'll actually have to fear for your life, because you encounter the newer type of enemies, and I think that's all of the enemies that are currently in the game. The little electric eels and the big crocodile monsters, or different versions of them anyway. But I don't feel like that was rewarding. It was actually pretty much less rewarding than I was expecting. Usually you would find a lot of gold, a lot of scrap in those caves, a lot of even iron scraps. Metal scraps, iron scraps, coal, all of that stuff. You barely found anything in there. So, I guess that's the entire thing. Okay, so next time we'll have to do both of the dungeons in the same video. And I guess I'll just sit here and farm a little bit on the island, and I'll just leave when I'm ready. Anyway, see you next time. Bye bye.